Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still, I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Write your genre-based thinking job right here. When you're done, you can move on to the questions. Number 1, which word best describes the tone of this poem? A, menacing, B, determined, C, sweet, D, forgiving. Number 2, read the following lines from the poem. 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. These similes in these lines are used to A, show the narrator is extremely wealthy, B, show the narrator has too much self-esteem, C, show the narrator feels diminished by others, D, show the narrator is confident in her own worth. Number 3, which of the following best captures the speaker's hope for the future? A, you may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. B, I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. C, bowed head and lowered eyes. D, don't you take it awful hard. Number 4, in line 35, the gifts that my ancestors gave are most likely A, hopes and dreams, B, words and hatefulness, C, moons and suns, D, oil wells and gold. Number 5, the repeated use of the phrase still I rise shows the author's A, innocence, B, happiness, C, uncertainty, D, toughness. 6, what is the meaning of haughtiness as used in line 17? Remember, you need to pause the video right now and go back and read line 17. A, timidity, B, pride, C, modesty, D, patience. 7, which phrase most strongly supports the poet's triumphant tone? A, your bitter, twisted lies, B, beset with gloom, C, certainty of tides, D, bowed heads and lowered eyes. You probably should go back to these lines and read around them to make sure you know what they're talking about.